Imagine a vast forest, where tall trees stand like silent giants. Sunlight filters through the canopy, dappling the ground with shifting patterns. This is where the story of paper begins, not in a factory, but here, among the pines and birches. These trees have grown for decades, their rings recording the passage of time. For centuries, humans have turned to forests for materials. Wood for homes, fires, and most importantly, for something to write on. The journey from tree to paper is a tale of ingenuity and transformation. We use paper every day, often without a second thought, yet each sheet holds a history. It carries the memory of the forest from which it came. Understanding this journey helps us appreciate the simple page in our hands. The forest is not just a collection of trees, it's a living system where soil, water, animals, and plants depend on each other. The journey of paper must begin with respect for this system. Trees are chosen for their qualities. Softwoods for strength, hardwoods for smoothness. The choice of tree is the first step in shaping the final product. The forest is the starting point, the source of the raw material that will become the pages of our lives. This story is about transformation, taking something wild and turning it into something useful. The journey from tree to page is a testament to human innovation. As we stand in this imaginary forest, we can see the potential held within each tree. Books, sketchpads, newspapers. The silent, whispering forest is the first chapter in the long and fascinating history of paper. Every time we turn a page, we're part of that story. The journey begins here. Harvesting trees for paper today is about sustainability. Foresters carefully select mature or overcrowded trees, allowing younger ones to thrive. After harvesting, new seedlings are planted. Reforestation ensures the forest regenerates. It's a cycle cutting, regrowing, and maintaining biodiversity. Modern logging uses machines like feller bunchers and skidders to efficiently and safely transport logs with minimal impact. The logs are loaded onto trucks and travel from remote forests to industrial mills. Each truckload is a piece of the forest, on its way to transformation. At the mill, logs are sorted by species and size in the woodyard, stacked in massive piles. Water sprays keep them fresh and protected from pests. The woodyard ensures a steady supply even if logging pauses. From here, the logs are ready for the next step: mechanical and chemical processing. The journey from forest to mill is complete. Now, the industrial transformation begins. The story of paper moves forward. Inside the mill, the first step is debarking, removing the rough outer layer from the logs. The bark, full of dirt and grit, would weaken the paper, so it's tumbled off in giant rotating drums. Water helps loosen and wash away the bark, which is often burned as biofuel to power the mill. Clean logs are then fed into a chipper, a massive machine with spinning knives. In seconds, whole logs are sliced into uniform wood chips, each about the size of a coin. Conveyor belts move these chips to storage piles or silos, forming mountains of raw material. Uniform chips are crucial. They cook evenly, producing higher quality pulp. Screens filter out chips that are too large or too small. This stage is purely mechanical, breaking down the wood into a form ready for pulping. The transformation is dramatic, from solid logs to a mountain of chips. These chips hold the essential ingredient for paper, cellulose fibers. The next step is to liberate those fibers from the wood's structure. The journey from tree to chip is complete. Now the real chemistry begins. The process is about to get even more complex. The chips are ready for pulping. The transformation continues. The story moves on. Pulping is where wood chips are broken down to separate cellulose fibers from lignin and hemicellulose. Cellulose gives paper its structure. Lignin binds fibers together but must be removed. There are two main pulping methods: mechanical and chemical. Mechanical pulping grinds fibers apart. Chemical pulping dissolves lignin. The choice affects the paper's strength, color, and longevity. The goal is a uniform slurry of cellulose fibers suspended in water, the raw material for paper. The quality of pulp determines the quality of the final sheet. Operators carefully control temperature, pressure, and chemicals to preserve fiber integrity. Once pulping is complete, the wood is transformed into a wet mass of pulp. This pulp still contains impurities and must be washed and cleaned. The journey from wood chips to usable pulp is dramatic. Now the pulp is ready for purification. There are two main pulping methods: mechanical and chemical. Mechanical pulping grinds wood, keeping most of the lignin, resulting in high yield but weaker, yellowing paper. Think newspapers. Thermomechanical pulping uses steam and refiners for a gentler process, but the result is similar. Chemical pulping, especially the Kraft process, uses chemicals to dissolve lignin, leaving strong, long fibers. Kraft pulp is ideal for strong paper products like bags and packaging. Chemical pulping has lower yield but produces higher quality, longer-lasting paper. The waste, called black liquor, is burned to generate energy and recover chemicals, making the process more sustainable. The choice between methods is a trade-off: yield versus strength and longevity. Each method shapes the paper's final properties. Mills choose based on the type of paper they want to make. The pulping method is a crucial decision in papermaking. The next step, refining and bleaching. The pulp's journey continues. After pulping, the pulp is screened and cleaned to remove large particles and contaminants. Centrifugal cleaners spin out dirt and grit, ensuring purity. Next, the pulp is refined, gently beaten to fray fiber surfaces, creating tiny fibrils. These fibrils help fibers bond, making the final paper stronger and denser. The amount of refining is carefully controlled for each paper type. For white paper, the pulp must be bleached to remove residual lignin and brighten the fibers. Modern bleaching uses chlorine dioxide or oxygen-based chemicals, reducing environmental impact. Additives are mixed in sizing agents to control ink absorption, fillers for smoothness and brightness, and dyes for color. Each ingredient is measured for the perfect recipe. The result is a purified, refined, and treated pulp, ready for the paper machine. The transformation from raw wood to paper-making pulp is nearly complete. The next stage, forming the sheet. The pulp is ready for its final transformation. The journey continues. The paper machine awaits. The process moves forward. The story of paper advances. The paper machine is the heart of the mill, turning watery pulp into a continuous sheet. The process starts at the head box, which spreads the pulp evenly onto a moving mesh called the forming wire. Water drains away and fibers interlock, forming a fragile web. The sheet moves to the press section, where rollers squeeze out more water, compacting the fibers. Now strong enough, the sheet enters the dryer section. Steam-heated cylinders evaporate the last moisture. The drying process is carefully controlled to prevent brittleness or unevenness. At the end, the finished paper is wound onto massive parent rolls. The journey from watery pulp to solid sheet is complete. The paper is now ready for finishing touches. The transformation is nearly done. The next step: coating, cutting, and recycling. The story continues. The paper's journey is almost at its end. From slurry to sheet, the process is a marvel of engineering. The final product awaits. The parent rolls aren't ready for use yet. They need finishing. For high-quality paper, a coating of pigments and binders is applied for smoothness and brightness. Calendaring, pressing the paper between rollers, gives it a uniform finish, from matte to glossy. The large rolls are slit and cut into sheets or smaller rolls for customers. But the story doesn't end there. Recycling is vital. Used paper is collected, pulped, cleaned, and de-inked to make new paper. Recycling saves trees, energy, and landfill space and reduces greenhouse gases. Paper fibers can be recycled 5 to 7 times before they become too short. The cycle of production, use, and recycling makes paper more sustainable. Each sheet has the potential for many lives. The journey of paper is circular. Sustainability is at its core. The story of paper continues with every recycled page. From forest to mill, from pulp to page, the journey of paper is one of transformation. We encounter paper everywhere: books, boxes, tissues, currency. It's a silent companion, fundamental to knowledge, art, and communication. Even in a digital age, paper endures. Its tactile quality and permanence are irreplaceable. The future of paper depends on sustainability, responsible sourcing, recycling, and innovation. Consumers play a role by choosing recycled and sustainable products. The story of paper is about how it's made, used, and reused. It's about balancing our needs with protecting the planet. Next time you pick up a sheet, remember its journey, from tree to page through chemistry and engineering. A simple sheet of paper is a product of nature and human ingenuity. It's a testament to our creativity and responsibility. The story of paper is still being written, one page at a time, and we are all part of it.